I take full responsibility. Like, to those outraged by this, I am genuinely sorry with what has happened.
Well guys, it's always nice to see a happy ending to a story. Today we're talking about a situation that we talked about a week ago, which, unlike most things that we talk about on this channel, has actually managed to be resolved in a positive way. I think this might be a miracle. About a week ago, we talked about the situation where the YouTuber The Mannii Show was accused of copyright striking multiple different channels for making videos that painted him in a negative light. Now, if I recall correctly, I think there were 3 channels in total that received strikes, but the one that really set all of this off was the YouTube channel Nguyen. Nguyen received a copyright strike on one of his videos where he uses some of the Mannii Show's clips, and once he made this public, this really blew up. Now, if you don't know why copyright striking is such a big deal on YouTube, I was trying to think of some sort of parallel I could draw, but I can't really think of one, so basically, when you are a YouTuber, it's an unwritten rule that you don't copyright strike people. You just don't do it. You can achieve everything that a copyright strike can through other methods in a way that is not going to jeopardize the livelihood of another person, which a copyright strike does. It's like if you're an American, no matter who you're talking to, no matter how much you might disagree with them, how much you might hate their politics, whatever, when it comes to making fun of the British, we all band together, no matter what. You don't go against America when it comes to making fun of the British. That's what the copyright strike etiquette is like on YouTube. You just don't do it. If you do, you're a traitor and you are permanently exiled from the greater YouTube community. And I'm really not joking. Copyright striking somebody is a step you can't walk back. Unless you give a response like the Mannii Show did. Guys, I'm not joking when I say this. We've talked about a lot of responses on this channel. We have covered a lot of apologies, a lot of people walking back what they did. The video we're watching today, I think, is the best one we've ever seen. And I'm not saying that in a sarcastic way either. This is the best way I have seen anybody respond to anything we've ever covered on this channel. It's so damn good that it kind of makes me feel bad about making my original video. So let's set the record straight and let's take a look at this response. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Oh, hi. I'm Mannii from The Mannii Show, and you might know me from such things as TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Now, I never really made a video where I speak directly to you, so this actually feels kind of weird, but I want to set the record straight about what has happened since I returned from my very first VidCon last week. So, being a content creator, it's a full-time job, and it's a ton of work. And my team is literally just me and my friend. So ahead of VidCon, I hired an agent to help me manage my monetization sharing, and they went beyond by filing a copyright claim on Nguyen's video and flagging some others.
Alright, so for anybody who doesn't know what this guy is talking about, a rights agency in regards to YouTube is basically just a big organization that sort of buys your content in a way, and they get a percentage of the revenue of whatever you upload, and in return for that, they go out and they hunt for anywhere that your content may have been re-uploaded, and they file copyright claims to get that revenue. Copyright claims are no big deal. As a creator of any kind, you own whatever you create. Wanting to make sure you make money off of it is not a problem. So basically what he's saying is he hired an agency to file these copyright claims and make him some extra money, but he did not intend for them to strike anything.
I'm the genius who hired them, but never with the intention to suppress any content or take down accounts. Like me, as someone who has been censored by TikTok multiple times, I am firmly against censorship. So as soon as we learned what had happened, we immediately contacted Nguyen to see the video, found no issue with the video, and contacted YouTube to reinstate the video and make things right with Nguyen. I immediately fired the agent. I also contacted YouTube to remove any claims against any other videos that may have been caught up in this bullshit. But at the end of the day, it is my name on the channel. I hired the agent, and I take full responsibility. To those outraged by this, I am genuinely sorry with what has happened. I respect our community, and it's hard Like, we work really hard on this platform, so I respect you all for what you do.
What a fucking guy. Stand up shit right here. As a person who's been involved with the YouTube agencies like this, I've never had anybody for copyright claims or content ID or anything like that, but I have been part of one of these agencies that preys on YouTubers. They're fucking terrible. They're awful. All the companies that do shit like this, the MCNs, the content sharing people, they're fucking terrible. They're leeches. They never do anything that you want them to, and when they do, they overstep like this. So I 100% believe this is exactly what happened. There's not a doubt in my mind. The only thing these people care about is making as much money as they can and owning as much content as possible. So they probably tried to file a copyright claim on these videos, and once it wouldn't go through, they just decided to strike it. That's what they're like. Mannii, if you see this, take this as a pretty cheap lesson. If you were actually able to fire them that quickly, you're so fucking lucky, because normally these agencies lock you into like a year-long contract. Just know that any other agency, no matter what they say, is gonna pull the same shit. Stay away from them.
While some of you may disagree with what I do, mine is a comedy channel, and I certainly have no problem with people making fun of me. I've seen a lot of hater video thumbnails, and
hey, I made the cut, baby! Now, I don't know if I'd call my video a hater video. The word hater has quite the negative connotation. Not a big fan of that one. I will admit, given the context surrounding this situation at the time, I may have went a little hard on you, but you know what? I'm gonna stand by it. That's what I thought was the truth at the time. It's what I felt at the time. I'm not gonna try and walk it back. I said what I said, but those are not my thoughts anymore. My respect for you has grown greatly, Mr. Mannii.
The Mannii Show acts like he's a vampire and jokes are the garlic.
after he said my name, I was actually kind of starstruck, but heartbroken at the same time, because like he might think I'm Brent Rivera 2.0. But am I gonna hate him and his content because he said mean things about me? No, my feelings are not hurt, and actually all the things he did say are actually kind of sort of funny. I agree with Charlie though. No creator should ever copyright strike another content creator by any means.
Yeah, getting the smackdown from Charlie can never be a good day for you, and that's part of the reason why I'm making this video. I did not realize how well the video that I made on this performed. It's sitting at over 1 million views right now, and you've got to imagine most of those people have likely not seen this follow-up. This guy's response is doing pretty well right now, but the views are nowhere near all of the people who have seen the original videos talking about this. If you make a video talking about something like this, and then more information comes out that changes everything, you not only owe it to the person you made the video about, but you also owe it to your audience to make it right.
But it's also clear a number of you haters accuse me of copying and stealing other people's content.
The Mannii Show is known for stealing content.
And when he's using other people's joke formats and audios, but then portrays it as his own.
Most of the time he doesn't even come up with his own jokes, he just steals audio from other creators.
You literally have a fundamental misunderstanding of how YouTube Shorts and TikTok platforms are engineered. Every YouTube short video is uploaded with 2 options under Shorts remixing: allow video and audio remixing, or allow only audio remixing as shown in the image above. Like, this is a feature, not a bug, of the platform, and any audio that's uploaded to Shorts is easily allowed to be used by other creators to remix or recreate a brand new video. Like, every video that does use another creator's audio is linked to and listed under the original poster's audio, and it's a badge of honor for a poster's video to be used, to go viral and inspire more videos.
This is a pretty fair thing to bring up. While I don't think it's the most original content, I think people calling him out for being a copier or just stealing content are kind of being disingenuous. Anybody who's ever been on TikTok or YouTube Shorts knows this is how the platform works. It is fundamentally different from something like YouTube. This sort of dubbing content that Mannii and many other people make and sounds going viral are fundamental characteristics of these platforms, and saying anybody who partakes in it is stealing content is pretty silly. However, this is something to keep in mind when talking about copyright, and this is something I mentioned in my original video. While I think it's silly to call this stealing, I also think it's kind of silly to hire a copyright agency when most of your content cannot really be fully claimed as your own. I drew this parallel in my original video. Like in Gween, Mannii kind of relies on other people's content to make his own. I think that's why so many people were mad about the copyright strike, but it's just a different platform. I think calling it stealing is dumb. But that's essentially where the response ends. He says a few more things about respecting people's people's right to make uncensored content, which I totally agree with. Disagreeing with somebody's humor or disagreeing with somebody's content style is not something that should be censored on this website through YouTube themselves or by people who abuse the copyright system. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And yes, I am referring to a website where people upload pretty low stakes videos that some people tend to not like as the kitchen. You would not believe how bad some people are at taking criticism. Well guys, what do you think? Do we all owe the Mannii Show an apology? I think we just might. Can you imagine how great this website would be if every YouTuber who got caught up in a similar situation could respond in this manner? He addressed the issue, he explained what happened, he took responsibility, and then he apologized. There wasn't a ukulele, there were no tears, there wasn't a big sigh at the beginning. It felt like a real human acknowledging a mistake and apologizing for what it caused. And that's it. That's all you need. As long as you're not pulling something like a Dr. Diddy respect, all you need to do is a basic apology, and you need to mean it. And then that's it. You can move on. Anybody who's still caught up with it, they're not going to ever forgive you regardless, so it's pointless to worry about. Anybody who's still a real human who's grounded in reality, that's all you need. Mannii, hats off to you, bud. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.